Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. That is Adam McKola, and this is Uncensored, the only podcast where, no holes barred, anything goes. Look at you. Where are you in the
That's
capital?
every podcast, isn't it?
No. This one is particularly uncensored.
It's every video
Uncensored.
It's every video on Paddock. We talk about what we want, because half the time you have people in the comments moaning, "Why are Steve and Jay talking about their, anal beads for half an hour?"
That's a good point, because they got stuck, that's why. But on this show, we're meant to talk about that.
Steve and Jay always doing that.
I must address the elephant in the room. You look like you're in the film Tron right now. Where are you? What is going on?
I am going to space. In fact, I'm probably in space right now, actually. No, I'm in Amsterdam in some... I paid for a nice hotel, It's a W, and they go to me, "Oh, you've got an upgrade," and then they put me in a room that's like really funky and weird and futuristic. Like the shower is in the middle of the room, in like some glass, like some. Remember, was it Zordon in? Was it Power Rangers? He was in like some big tube.
Yeah, that man in a tube. Just a sort of floating hologram in a tube. It was Zordon.
How can I forget his name? Yeah. So it's like one of them, and you just shower in the middle of the room. It's funky.
So is it? And
but I got my red light on. I'm open for business.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come by and see what happens, use that shower in the middle of the room. As long as you clean up first. I probably need to use a blue light really, because I got a wiener. You got some wicked stains as well that might get detected by that blue light. But anyway, before we get too deep in here, we're going to be talking about a few different things. So let's start off with United's fixture congestion over April. So proper football is back on Sunday.
Is this what we're doing? We're talking about football.
Yeah, we're going to talk a bit about football. I want to talk about what you're getting up to in Amsterdam first.
I just came from.
I just want to start with that.
I just came from Mike Tyson's coffee shop. He opened a coffee shop here. Mike Tyson.
Why?
Official. He sells weed in California and that, doesn't he?
Is it a good
coffee shop?
Now
he does it in Amsterdam. It was all right. It's just open, so like their coffee machine wasn't plugged in yet and stuff like that.
Oh, it's just open today.
You don't no, like probably about 3 or 4 days ago. It smelled fresh. The paint still smelled new. But yeah, we had some good merchandise.
Do they have? Are you? Sorry to ask you this question, but are you under the influence of the herb right now?
Legally, yes.
Legally, yes. If my lawyer's listening, yes, I am actually.
Sometimes when I do this in England, illegally, yes, but legally, yes.
Wow, you're really soaking up the culture there in Amsterdam.
Culture, yeah.
United have got 9 games in April. And we've so far played the most games of anyone in Europe, any team in Europe so far. It's basically 2 games a week between now and the end of the season if we keep winning. Are you worried about that? Where do we've got Eriksen coming back, but then Sabitz has got a bit of a knock. We've got players coming and going. Martial surely must be back by now. Do you think this team's in a good moment?
Like I worry for people like Rashford. Because Casemiro, Varane, they're playing a lot of football. I know Varane's just retired from international, but Casemiro flying. I think they played in South America. I'm not sure. Was that one of the games that was played in another country or something? I don't know what happens these days.
They played away in Morocco yesterday, on Saturday. Sorry.
Okay, so they were in Africa.
Yeah.
Still quite a trek. So I'm worried about the players that are playing a lot of football. But like you just mentioned, if Christian Eriksen can get fit, again, I know we're saying it, but if Martial can stay fit for the last 2 months of the season, which hopefully isn't too much to ask, if you can get them 2 back in the squad, it kind of freshens things up a little bit. Obviously, Sabitz has just been injured, which is a problem for me, because I was looking at him as the one that could possibly not replace, because I don't think he can, but come in for Casemiro. Now we're probably going to be playing McTominay and Fred in the in those Premier League games. So that's a concern for me. Obviously, Casemiro can still play in the Europa League, which is good. And he'll be back for the Brighton game. I'm worried about that Brighton game in the cup semi.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
a
a
big
bad
one,
feeling
that.
about that one.
We've got Brighton away twice in 2 weeks, basically. 22nd of April and then again on the 4th of May, Brighton away. If you had to win one and lose one, which one would you go for?
What 2 games?
We've got Brighton away in the semi-final of the FA Cup and Brighton away in the league, 2 weeks apart.
You'd obviously pick the cup one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you'd like to think without, even if we don't beat Brighton in the league, we should still get top 4.
Yeah. You'd hope so. Can I just go through some
Newcastle
of the games?
Game's going to be difficult.
Because I want you to sort of rank how difficult this April is.
Brentford.
Yeah.
Everton.
Yeah.
Sevilla.
Sevilla, Forest, Sevilla. Chelsea game is postponed.
I was going to do it all.
Oh, go on then.
No, it's too late now. You've ruined it.
Then it's Brighton away.
Do it all
then
off the dome.
Tottenham away. Villa at home. Ends April. So that's all of April.
I was probably going to show you how much of a top red I am.
Would you have known it all the way till Villa? You wouldn't have, surely.
To the end of the month, I would have got there eventually.
Well, it might have taken 15 minutes, but you'd have got there eventually.
Yeah.
Are you worried about how difficult this is, or do you think we'll be all right?
The fixtures themselves, I know Newcastle is a difficult fixture, but there's always they are difficult fixtures, Brentford and that. The fixtures themselves should be, if we can go to Sevilla and we play them at home first.
Yeah.
We can batter them at home. That does us a favour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Style. That's one game where you got to batter them. If you can batter Sevilla, I know that's difficult because Sevilla are a good side, especially in the Europa League. Then you can go full strength at the weekend again and then kind of rest a few for that second leg.
Yeah.
But if we lose that game, if we lose at Old Trafford and then you got to take every game full strength, it's difficult, man. But I think I'm more worried about the cup semi-final than I am Sevilla. If we lose against Newcastle, whilst I think we should finish in the top 4, I don't think third's sewn up, but we should finish in the top 4. It does tighten things up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But then City got Liverpool, Spurs got Everton, so there's no guarantees those teams are going to win.
No. And also, obviously, Liverpool are one of the teams chasing United. Their man City can't win that game.
They got City, Arsenal, Chelsea. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and United have only really got Chelsea left of the top of the sort of big boys.
At home
as well.
We'll beat them at home.
Yeah. You'd hope so.
I think.
I was looking, and it's been 10 years, obviously, since Sir Alex retired, and international break's always a time of reflection, I think, in football. You look back, you look forward at what the team can be and what the team has been. And I think it'd be nice if we did we have to agree on it though, position by position, United's best team of the last decade. What I'd like to call the best of a bad bunch. Yeah? There's been some great players in there. We've got to agree on it. I think we can just say yes to David De Gea and move on. He's been the only keeper. Yeah, no question there, is he? Not going to go Romero or Tom Heat 1. Yeah, I knew you were going to say Heat 1. I knew you were going to say that. Right. De Gea's in.
Yeah, David De Gea. Yeah. He's probably been the player of... David De Gea's probably been the player of that period as well.
Yeah, probably. Right up there. I think there's 2 or 3 you could put in that list.
Or Rashford. Yeah.
Rashford, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right back.
So who are the contenders? You've got Rafael. Was Rafael da Silva still there in 2013?
Van Gaal let him go, didn't he?
So he was there for a bit. You've got Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, Ashley Young. Ashley Young was club captain in that time. Valencia.
Tony V?
I would go Valencia personally, yeah.
How long was Valencia about though for?
Yeah, but how long have any of them been about for?
Valencia played for Mourinho, didn't he?
Yeah, Valencia left Man United in 2019.
Yeah, because I remember the picture of him with the Europa League. Yeah. Valencia right back.
Yeah, right back. Centre backs. Do you know something? I'd be tempted to go Varane Martinez, you know. I don't think we've had as good a...
So let's be sensible. So we got Smalling, Jones,
Maguire.
Rojo. Now we're just listing players at this point. Rojo, Maguire.
Yeah. I can't see a better pair than these two. I don't think we've had anyone as good as these two.
Axel Tuanzebe.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
I think it feels like we're missing someone obvious out. Vidic pissed off during Moyes' time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Daley Blind.
Blind, yeah.
Blind's a shout, actually.
Johnny Evans.
Nah, I didn't do enough.
Do you know what I
Smalling, I know he was a bit ridiculed in that, but he's probably got a shout. But yeah, you're right. Varane and Martinez are above and beyond anything we've had, really, isn't it? Who was Ollie's centre backs?
Lindelof and Maguire.
Yeah.
I think the one thing with Smalling you can say is he won trophies. Won a Europa League, won an FA Cup, won a League Cup. So would you say maybe then?
He won an FA Cup. He won an FA Cup. Check this out. He won an FA Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that game, he scored an own goal and got sent off and lifted the trophy. So does he really deserve to be saying he won an FA Cup?
Not really, but also, yeah, you can't say he didn't. I love that.
I watched the game the other day and I was like, Jesus.
I forgot about
Smalling did everything to try and make us throw it away.
But we still won it. But then, so then, here's my only query then is, I think Varane goes in because he's been there longer. Martinez has only been at the club for 8 months. Does he still outrank Smalling? I know he's a better player than Smalling.
Look, let's be real. Martinez has already done more than what Maguire did, for example.
Yeah, well, he's won trophies.
So, let's go Martinez.
Okay, wow. Two new boys in there. Left back, I think it has to be Luke Shaw. The other contenders, you've got Blind, you've got Ashley Young as well, who played on that side. I think Luke Shaw overall has had the most good seasons on that side for United.
He's also had some of the worst performances of players as well, which is incredible.
Yeah, against Liverpool last season was as bad as any of them have played.
At his best, is been very good.
Yeah, so we'll go with Luke Shaw. I reckon we go with a 4-3-3. 3 midfielders, 3 attackers.
This is an interesting one now.
So now midfield, let me hit you with some of the big boys. You're looking at Michael Carrick. If you want to put Wayne Rooney in that conversation, we can talk about Wayne Rooney as midfielder. Maybe you want to save him.
We can't do... It doesn't... When did Rooney leave?
Wayne Rooney left in 2018.
15, 18. Ooh,
18.
So we stayed for a long time after Fergie went.
Yeah.
He was incredible in that FA Cup run.
Yeah. 2017, pardon me, 2017.
I don't know if he can make it, though,
Well, can I just... For the case of Wayne Mark Rooney, in his last few seasons at United, so from 2013 onwards, he got 19 goals, 14 goals, 15 goals, and then 8 goals. So he was contributing a decent amount in that time. Often our top goal scorer in those years. I think it would be cruel to not put Rooney in. I know he wasn't at his best, obviously, but I think he's done a good amount and he's won trophies.
But he's not in midfield, though, right?
Well, I'm not putting him up front.
I don't know if Rooney's in this, bro, because even Rooney probably wouldn't put himself in this. Now, I love Wayne Rooney.
Let's pick 3 midfielders better than him then. Who's better than him? Casemiro? Should we put Casemiro in?
Casemiro.
If you're making a functional team, Casemiro has to be in there. Casemiro, Bruno, we can lock those two in.
And Paul LeBill.
Ooh. Was Pogba better at Man United between 2016 and 2021, or 2017 and 2022, than Rooney was between 2013 and 2017?
One I'm doing this because as well, partly Rooney's position was in midfield. He played number 10 up front on the left. He did play midfield at times, but his position. Yeah,
he's not a midfielder.
Paul Pogba on the Europa League run, very good. He had that. He was in the team of the year 1 year. Not many United players have been in the team of the year since post Fergie. And at his best, he gets into this. Imagine that midfield: Casemiro, Bruno, Pogba.
Can I offer you another midfield? Casemiro, Bruno, Carrick.
When did Carrick leave?
Carrick left in 2018.
See, I'm almost not even thinking about Carrick. Obviously, on paper, you go Carrick, Rooney are in this team. But it's almost disrespectful to pick because their best years weren't. No. But then their worst years are better than some people's best years.
I know. And Carrick played 40 appearances in the 13-14 season, 20 the year after, 42 the year after, 38 the year after. Another player who I think could be in with a shout here is Nemanja Matic, who I think had seasons and spells where he was as good as Pogba, as good as this era of Carrick. No question for Matic?
He was never as good as Pogba.
Don't you think?
No. You can say what you want. Say what you want about Paul Pogba, and the move didn't work or whatever you think about him. Obviously, he had a lot of injury issues as well. But he did. There was times where he was.
Yeah.
At least two and a half. Like most of that time, 50%, 60% of the time, he was very good for United.
Another name that I think we should mention.
50% of the time Herrera. He was injured. Oh, now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Herrera could possibly get in ahead of Pogba.
Yeah.
But again, did Herrera have a season like when Pogba was like top of everything? Goals, assists, chances.
No, he didn't. I think if you want a balanced team, you go either Carrick or Herrera.
Herrera's a shot.
If you want an exciting team, you go Paul Pogba. Another one, Juan Mata, but he played most of his games on the right-hand side, didn't he? So would you put him in this? But it's worth mentioning the name. I think we can put Pogba in. I'm going to vote Pogba.
Yeah. I go Pogba as well.
Okay, Pogba. Spring has sprung, and our friends over at Manscaped, the global leader in below-the-belt grooming, have got the perfect tools for some spring cleaning in your pants. Trust me, your confidence will be blooming like the flowers when you join over 8 million other men in trying Manscaped. And you can get 20% off and free shipping using our code Paddock20 at manscaped.com. Now, the link to that is in the description. You've got that. That's safe. But let's get into the details. Now, I'm currently away in Marrakesh on holiday. And if I'm being genuinely honest, I used Manscaped today, this afternoon, to get me poolside fresh. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to get into the gritty details. But all you need to know is, do you know that sound that your shoe makes on a basketball court? That's what sound I make when I rub my smooth body. It's squeaking. It's peaking. Yeah? It sounds like 12 men going at it in a sports hall. Yeah, and that is all thanks to Manscaped. And it's all down to the Performance Package 4.0. Now, what do you get in the Performance Package? You get the Lawnmower 4.0. This is your A to Z trimmer. This is doing the works. Multiple different lengths, multiple different guards. If there's a light on there, multifunction on-off switch. You can also lock it so you can put it in your luggage without worrying about it turning on when you're putting things in the overhead locker. Do you know what I mean? No one wants a weird buzzing sound inside the plane. People think that your sex toys are going off. No one wants that. And you won't have to worry about that with Manscaped. Also, they've got the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. We've got the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant Crop Reviver Toner to make sure that the boys are keeping going throughout the whole day. Lovely scents, lovely smells, little linctus, little powders here, there and everywhere, making sure that your boys are looked after in a way you could never have dreamed of until now. And the other great thing about the Lawnmower 4.0 is the advanced skin-safe technology, which means, I'll be honest, compared to other trimmers that I've used, where sometimes my boys are looking like a punch bag down there by the time I'm done, you do not have to worry about that with Manscaped. It's also waterproof, so you can clean it easily, and you can do it in the shower or in the bath or scuba diving on holiday in Marrakesh, like I might be doing, if you want to. And also, if you order now, you get 2 free special gifts. You get the Performance Boxers, which are phenomenal in the gym, wicking sweat away, you know how it works. And also the Shed travel bag, which means you can look like your favourite footballer getting off the coach arriving at Old Trafford for the big game. And all you have to do to get all of that with 20% off and free shipping is use our code Paddock20 at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping. That is Paddock20 at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Right, let's move into the final third then. First of all, right wing. Now, some of the options here, you've got the younger Valencia, which I'm up for having him in here twice if he deserves it. You've got the younger Ashley Young. You have Jadon Sancho. You've got Anthony. You've got Juan Mata. Again, another one who played most of his games on that right-hand side, didn't he? there to me are the standouts. It's a tricky position, isn't it?
He's out of position, but I'm feeling to go Juan, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You got Juan Field, you got the cup final goal.
Yeah.
You got, just Juan Mata at a time when it was pretty dreadful for United. He was someone that he's a stand-up guy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was someone we could be proud of in that time.
Could I also bring something else to your attention?
Proper Man United player.
Could I bring to your attention that 6 weeks where Solskjaer played Lukaku on the right-hand side and he got an assist every game?
Ooh,
do you remember that period?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he just kept getting assists off the right wing? Di Maria's another one.
Arsenal,
and obviously,
was one of them.
It obviously ended badly, but,
Memphis.
could that work? Memphis. The other thing to consider is as well, if you think about the rest of the front three, are you going to be able to get Martial in this team if you don't put him on the right-hand side? Because he ain't going on the left wing.
He's going up front.
Right, we'll get to that in a minute. Henrik Mkhitaryan's another one. Does he have a shout for that right-hand side? Obviously won the Europa League. Juan Mata. Okay. And Di Maria? No. Let's go Juan Mata on the right-hand side. Left wing,
based on just the Leicester game, Di Maria makes it. Marcus Rashford.
It has to be, no question, is there? Arguably the best player in this period as well, like we said at the start, has to go in, and left wing's his best position. Now here's an argument. Here's the fight. Centre forward, number 9. Who is Man United striker of the last decade? Let me hit you with a few options. I'm going to bring Rooney back because he's worth considering. You've got Zlatan. You've got Martial. You've got Ronaldo. You've got Cavani.
Do you know what? Shut up. I'm going to tell you something.
Go on then.
You think I'm trolling, but it genuinely is. The answer is Martial.
How?
Think of the periods of time when Manchester United have played their best football in the last 10 years. Under Oli, under Mourinho, under Ten Hag. There's one consistent feature in those teams, and his name is Anthony Martial. The answer is Anthony Martial. I promise you. Won the FA Cup, League Cup twice, won the Europa League.
But did he win him because he was just knocking about all of those times? Because
No.
I can be honest with you,
Everton
the guy that won us
Cup semi-final. Shut up.
Everton FA Cup semi-final.
Everton
The guy that won us the
Nottingham
League Cup is
Forest
Zlatan.
Semi-final. Shut up.
The guy that won us the League Cup is Zlatan, and I won't hear any
I'm
other.
sure he scored in the quarters in that run as well. I'm just saying.
I would be tempted to go Zlatan personally.
There was a game. What game was it now? Nah, Zlatan's probably the answer.
Because he also won the Europa League. That same
Yeah, was
season.
was it the FA Cup final? Or the FA Cup semi? Goal and an assist. Yeah. It's Anthony Martial, bruv, you idiot.
His best ever year is 23 goals.
Everton alone gets it. Yeah.
I know, but this is where we're going to struggle to agree here, because Zlatan only did 2 seasons, but he got 28 goals in that season, and that was a year we won 2 trophies, and he was the main man, the main striker, top scorer, scored more goals than Martial's ever scored in a season.
Based on one
for United.
season alone, Zlatan's probably the answer, man. Because he was at his, not his peak, but he's kind of at his, you know what I mean?
He had that thing
what
still,
I said
didn't
is
he?
true. If you look at the common theme with Man United over the last 10 years, our best football has been played when Anthony Martial has been on the pitch, leading that.
I don't disagree with that, to be honest.
Under Mourinho, 4-0 FC.
Under Solskjaer as well.
Under Solskjaer, holding the ball up, playing everyone in. Lingard at the Emirates was all about Tony
I was going to say
Tony
Lingard. Should he have been a contender for that for one of those midfield spots? Because
we should have mentioned him on the right. We should have mentioned him on the right. It was disrespectful not to mention him on the right.
Yeah,
and he
I
possibly
agree.
could get in over Juan Mata.
I think I would pick Mata over him, quality-wise.
I think Juan Mata just made us happy sometimes.
Yeah. So, right.
Do you know what I mean?
Finally, Are we going Martial or are we going Zlatan Ibrahimovic up front?
I'm going Martial. You can have your own team.
You can have
My
your
team
own
beats
team.
yours, though.
Your team? No, it absolutely doesn't. We might have to leave this one up to the comments. We'll put in Martial for now, so Adam doesn't get upset.
Now, I think based on my team would have Martial in it, but I think everybody else's would have Zlatan.
Okay, well, this is your team. We said we had to agree, but I'm willing to fold on this one. I'm going to put in Anthony Martial. Let us know in the comments if that was a good decision or not, or if Adam's just, biased towards Anthony Martial for whatever reason.
How can I be biased to a Man United player? I'm biased to all of them.
But you're biased to some over others.
I'm biased to all of them.
Can I just...
Equally.
Can I just point out that in the last 3 seasons, put together, Martial has scored half the amount of goals that Zlatan scored in that 1 year. Exactly half. He scored 14 in 3 years. Zlatan scored 28 in 1.
The best performances of United this season have been with him on the pitch. So that's what I've got to say.
Yeah. It didn't feel like that when we won the League Cup without him. But, yeah, great point. Right.
When he leaves in the summer, that's all I'm going to keep saying is like, injuries, man. It's like Luis Zaha all over again.
Yeah. Let me run through this team then. Here is Manchester United's best team of the decade. Give us your thoughts in the comments. We've got David De Gea in goal, a back 4 of Valencia, Varane, Martinez and Shaw. Then we've got a midfield 3 of Casemiro, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, and a front 3 of Mata, Rashford and Martial.
Oh, my day. That team was the league,
Do you think that team beats our current team?
I think that team is the league. If Ten Hag could sign, you know what, Mata? It's the right winger where it probably doesn't fit in with what Ten Hag wants, is it? But then again, Mata was so good.
Mata could be that sort of Ziyech, Tadic type player, couldn't he? Just an absolute wand.
I think Mata actually would be very good. Because you know why? For Ten Hag, you know how he likes people dropping in, like in kind of like that inverted fullback position?
Yeah.
Just like across the 18-yard box. Imagine Mata in that position, picking out those passes, those little chipped passes he likes.
Yeah.
He'd love it, wouldn't he? Yeah, he'd love it. Yeah,
one final player that we didn't mention, because he was only here for 1 or 2 seasons and he wasn't at his best. Van Persie?
Igalo.
Does he deserve a mention?
Oh.
Not Igalo. Robin Van Persie. Does he deserve a mention in this? We're talking the post-Fergie era, aren't we? Yeah.
His head went under Moyes. No.
Okay. Right, you can see the team on the screen there. Give us your thoughts if you think yours is better. Put yours in the comments below.
He did score some goals, actually. Remember against Olympiacos?
Yeah.
Arsenal, Chelsea. Did score some goals under Moyes.
Tell you his numbers for that year. So in the 2013-14 season, he got 18 in 28. It's not bad. It's not a bad return. He got 10 in 29 the year after that when it felt like he was absolutely finished. He still got a 1 every 3.
That's when he was walking off the training pitch and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he was barely turning up because he couldn't be asked. Yeah. Interesting. Very exciting. Right. Let's move on, shall we? What are your plans in Amsterdam then? We can chill out a bit now. We've talked about football.
Just look at tulips and that, innit?
Who are you there with?
The what is it? The old ball and chain? Is that the same?
What, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You and Jay just wandering around looking at the tulips. Yeah, you go to Amsterdam once every couple of years, don't you? Come back with a load of Paddock.
You know what happened? I used to go a lot, or we used to go a lot, and then it just kind of stopped after a bit because of just before COVID we went, and then COVID kind of stopped it all.
I've never been to Amsterdam.
We're back.
Is it worth going if you're not into the sort of, Benson and Hendricks? Or is it not really worth it?
It's still worth going. It's still like, it's like you go to Prague or you go to somewhere like that. Obviously, it's more expensive than Prague, but there's still good places to go eat, go drink. Trendy little areas and that.
You lead quite the life, don't you, Adam?
Yeah, man. Dublin next week for some poker. Can't wait.
Do you ever win these poker tournaments? Do they ever go to you?
Yeah, look at my Hendon mob, man. My Hendon mob's got
mean?
flags on it. So the Hendon Mob is like a website that like tracks poker players' winnings and stuff. And I've got like a couple of
I'll have a look at yours on there.
It's not under McKola though, obviously.
The Hendon Mob was a German commercial passenger carrying rigid airship, which
what are you talking
was
about?
the largest flying airship by volume.
And I'm sure everyone at home saw that as well. What are you doing, you loon?
Oh my God. The airship was destroyed by fire on the 6th of May, 1937. Well, oh no, that's the Hindenburg. Sorry, what did you say?
Are you on, can you get your WhatsApp? Yeah. Where you are?
Yeah. Look at this. He's got you. You've got your account saved and logged in as a favourite. You said that so
I just went there, man. I'm on Tinternet.
It's a proper website. You're on the all-time England money list. Admittedly, you are 6,400th, but still. Wow,
I'm
look
new,
at this.
Bro. I'm new. I had 4 cashes last year. Look at that.
Look at that. Total live earnings. Do you mind if I read this out? This is public info, isn't it? I can't not read it out.
Yeah.
Total live earnings, $11,000. So is that what you've taken home pocket-wise?
But that's short because there's stuff on the showdown that I won. And then also there was so one of these tournaments here was a mystery bounty tournament. You see that one? 17th of November.
Oh yeah, big time.
Mystery bounty. But I also won an extra like $5,000 there. But it was in mystery bounties. So mystery bounties don't show up in your total live earnings. So that should be about $20,000.
Wow.
Really?
You'd be almost up to 4,000th on the England all-time money list. So would you consider yourself to be a professional poker player?
No. I am a recreational poker player that is learning the game. Got books and shit.
This. What, written? Or that you're reading?
I haven't written them. To be fair, I haven't read them yet either.
You actually like doing proper research, reading books in there?
But I bought some books. Yeah, because it's all maths and all that in it as well.
Really? I'd love you to write a book.
Gut feeling and blagging. We should write a book. I was telling Rory he should write a book. He's had an incredible life, man.
Has he?
Like he was a child actor. He was in The Bill, EastEnders, Doctor Who, music videos. Like that geezer's been everywhere. Now he's got like some weird life of a YouTuber that just talks crap about Erling Haaland every week.
Like the sort of Macaulay Culkin of the Snapchat generation.
Yes, exactly. Minus the heroin.
Well, still time. You should write a book that's called 6,446 on the England all-time money list. How my
That's
story
change next week when I'm in
went
Dublin.
from rags to riches.
When I'm in Ireland, my spiritual home, I'm going to bring it all home.
Wow. That's really exciting. Do you like playing poker? Or do
I
you just
love
do
it
because it's money?
I think I enjoy poker more than football.
Do you? But is it not... are you allowed to wear headphones in that? Because I'd get bored. Just sitting there in silence for hours.
I think... I used to wear headphones and kind of just zone out. You've got like a little USB port so you can charge your phone and grab a drink to your table or food or whatever. But it's weird eating at a table because it just feels wrong, like stuff in your face.
Have you ever accidentally dropped mayo on a $100 chip?
Nah, but I had to, like, once I was deep in a tournament and there wasn't no break and I was starving, so Rory had to bring me like a McDonald's. But then you're there like eating a McDonald's at this table and it's and then you got to touch cards with greasy, like it's not nice, is it? Man, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good. I love it. I proper love it. I'd have to bring you one time.
I'd love that. Get me in one of these tournaments and just watch me soar. That's all I ask. You don't have to do anything. Yeah. Just sit back and watch me soar. Because I'm winning this whole thing. See that total live earnings there? Triple it. First tourney. I'm going to come out on top.
Listen, we're going to be in America in July, right?
Yeah.
We just got some tickets for Man United Wrexham, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we're going to be down there with the Stretford Paddock gang. That game by the way, it's Man United news, so we're kind of on topic now. Man United Wrexham, July 25th in San Diego. Do you know what that means? It's German for a whale's vagina.
That can't be true.
You know that?
I didn't know that, no.
It is. Anyway.
Have you been to San Diego before?
Yes, I think.
Have ya?
Yes. No, was that? Is that Santa Clara? Is Santa Clara and San Diego the same thing?
No, because that's why they've got two different names, you see.
It's in California, though, isn't it? Yeah. So
it is. Yeah.
Last time we went there. I think in 2015. Because we went to California, and I know San Francisco's in California. We went there as well.
Yeah.
Chicago,
it's a shame we're not going to San Francisco
Seattle.
this time. But
it wasn't my favourite place, you know.
Was it not?
Well, like on the trip, I really enjoyed Seattle, weirdly, more than I did the home of Fraser Crane.
Absolutely.
What a guy, though.
Fraser Crane.
Baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
What a man
that is.
Yeah, he's a fictional character.
So we're going to go New York, right? I think. New York.
Yeah, New York, San Diego, LA, Vegas.
But you know what's confusing me, bro? The date of this is the 25th of July.
Yeah.
So that feels like it's either the third or the fourth game on the tour. Maybe the third. So what two?
No, it only starts on the 22nd.
No, you mad? The league season starts on the 5th of August, you loon.
I heard it was the 22nd of July to the 30th of August.
What? They're on tour for 6 weeks.
Sorry, the 22nd of July to the 30th of July.
So they're doing an 8-day tour in 4 cities.
Yeah.
Because we've heard reports that it's going to be New York, San Diego, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, right? Now, unless they've dropped one of those legs, or it's not happening, or it's wrong, or it's incorrect, whatever.
Yeah, that's possible.
Last year, we flew out on the 9th of July, bro. 10th of July. The first game was on like the 12th.
Yeah. And we came back on like the 25th.
Symmetry to that. So I think there's going to be a stop or two before this one. That's why we can't book travel yet.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough life, isn't it?
So we just have to wait. Well, it's not, but...
And finally, final question.
There, we might be doing some events as well. Let the people know.
Yeah, we might be doing some
San
events,
Diego,
obviously,
New York,
still to be
Los
confirmed.
Angeles.
But we are planning on doing live events, you know, getting down, chatting to people, hopefully bringing some ex-players down as well where we can chat and get Q&As going and have a little entertaining evening with everyone. Yeah, that'd be good. Final question.
Basically part of Stretford Paddock now, you know?
Yeah, pretty much, I would say so. Since you're in the home of the what's the word? Drugs. If you were high on mushrooms, what Manchester United player would you be? Because you take them and you turn into someone. Who would you turn into, do you think? Who would you want to turn into?
You know, mushrooms, I need to find an easier way to have them that's not so rank.
Yeah, drinking tea and that.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good question, you know.
I'd
be Harry Maguire and fuck off out of here.
Right, that's going to be all from us. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out Manscaped. Thank you once again to them.
I'm sorry, man.
Use our code Paddock20 to get 20% off and free shipping. You heard what Adam Maguire, but it basically is now. You've heard what Adam Maguire thinks about this whole situation. Thank you for joining us. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And also check out Adam and Jay chatting to Andy Cole. That is still up on the channel.
That's more side eyes I'm
interview.
Get in the mix zone now from him.
Unbelievable. I'd be Eric Bailly, by the way, if you're wondering, just to see what it's like to be in that mind for a few hours. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a bit.